Alpin is now our new leader. Bow down. How are you doing and how have you been? My name's Tazastical. This is Rimworld. Let's get to it. Now, we do have problems that we have to talk about. Now, obviously, let's just make sure everyone is inside the walls while we talk through story time. We've got this infestation here. 1 mech cluster. 2 mech cluster. This that kills all the grass. That's fine. And another mech cluster. The only problem that we're going to have is if mech clusters start becoming in range with their turrets and actually set these hives on fire. Because all this, I don't know, is this the roof? See visible roofs. So this is all a roof, so if that's set on fire, it wouldn't be put out. It's not like we can exactly go and do it. We have a manhunter pack, but they should run straight towards the mechs, I do believe. How many killer rats have we got? 10 killer rats versus a mechanoid cluster? I think that cannon was a bit overkill for the rats. I feel a bit sorry for them. And some of the rats went up there. That's the idea of keeping this. The only problem that we're going to have is if the bugs get really aggro to the point where they start running around the maps to deal with all these mechanoid clusters. Then we're going to be a bit in disarray just because they're going to be so angry for so long. I would like to make more blocks today. I don't know if that is going to be the plan. I think the growing zone is going to be sort of top of the list. I do want Good to make sure he hauls all this though. So you're bothering with that hay, which is actually really annoying. So I'm going to shrink that zone, and just have one zone there. I really don't want you to spend a year sorting out all that. I'm going to reinstall that there just to make the bedrooms look a little bit nicer. Good is literally going to haul most of this corn just in case we get in a certain problem with the bugs coming at us. I am nervous. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't. The problem is obviously the map is getting a lot busier, so potential raids and stuff that comes in can have more devastating effects than previously. Luckily we are actually on top of food production and stuff like that, which is a really nice thing to be able to say. I'm going to tell some more people to haul in the morning. I'm going to try and leave the growers be though. So Smarty, you can come down and haul. I think I want you to haul now. To just make sure that. I don't want to tell Alpin and Stench to do it though, because I want them to get onto growing. Because obviously the fields are down. Once all this is hauled, Good will then go to a grower. So then we basically have 3 growers. Obviously Alpin does do warding and other stuff. Although the only other problem that I saw is, and I keep forgetting to check religions and stuff when I recruit people, but Stench does want human meat, which is going to be a massive problem because it will cause negative moods. So just something to obviously think about. A lot of this corn is going to deteriorate if we're not quick enough. Hopefully purple gets converted and then we can quickly recruit, but we've seen in the past when it's at low certainty, you can obviously has a percentage chance to flip to whatever religion, which is a little bit frustrating, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, we caused this situation that we're in now, so we can hardly complain. Okay, I think I will leave Good on hauling, just because obviously there's going to be quite a lot to haul. I think I might have to get these 2 to help out. No, if I get these 2 to help out, then it'll be fresh start in the morning. Spencer's making drugs, so at least we're keeping up with them, which is perfect. Good. Probably will have one more day of hauling, although some of this I'm pretty sure is deteriorating. Don't really want to wake Good up to go do it. We might have to just admit defeat and lose some. Harvesting corn plant, just come down and haul some of this. Because I think once it's picked up by a colonist, it doesn't lose any conditioning. So it's a little bit, I think we are fine till the next harvest. My main concern is going to be drug production, I'll be honest. But Good, one more day of hauling, like we said, and then Good will jump on. Hey, our little cow pen is all up. Lovely. Obviously, no, please don't. Look, stomp. Extract the tree. Don't start cut. I wish there was a rule, just never cut down a tree, I have queued you up, and then we'll replant that there just for the time being. And then I'll not assign to growing. I mean, I never really want you to do it, but for like the sake of doing something that I've told you to do, I'm happy for you to do it. Okay, so good is another day of hauling. Right? Hauling hay to freezer, for God's sake. It's fine, we'll sort out the hay stuff in a little bit. I just want to get everything else done. Because we're never like really on top of things until we get obviously our defense up. You know, protection is always important, children. Wait, if the FBI's listening, that is not how I meant that to come across. But, you know, protection for the base, for our base. You know, until that starts getting like layered, we always have the problem that potentially one day these hives could set on fire. And if the fire was to spread through this, we would be in a hell of a lot of problem because all these bugs would suddenly be, you know, aggro forever pretty much is what I think is going to happen. Or as long as their hive is taking damage. Another thing we have to think about is if the hive is gone, do the bugs maintain aggro? Do they just start patrolling the map? Like, what actually happens? So I think 2 thickness probably won't even be enough. Like, especially like the bug side. But it's more food for thought at this time and preparing for the worst. Looks like most of the stuff has been hauled, which is actually really nice. Get good to come down here, haul that bit of corn so we don't lose it. And I mean, we've got like a lot in the freezer. And then I'll get good to haul some of this cloth. And then Alpin and Stench will hopefully just start growing until their heart is content. Converting purple, this is something that obviously we need to keep an eye on. Blight on the cornfield. Well, luckily the cornfield is basically dead and gone. Just need to make sure we're not cutting down trees for no reason. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Anyway, let's keep an eye on purple. What is your certainty going to be after this? To 5.8, so the next time you're spoken to, we can convert you. I'm hoping. And then we can recruit you potentially then the day after, or the next chat that we have. So, not too bad, not too bad. Okay, we have got material to make clothes, which is obviously a long time coming. Spencer's making blocks, but I think they're probably marble. They are. So the cornfield is starting to go down. What I would prefer you to do, Alpin, is come down here and just cut this. Before it obviously spreads to the point where it wrecks stuff. Then I'll get you to extract some trees. I'll probably just get you to do the trees on the cornfield for the time being. Sorry, I know you were mid smoke leaf there, but just getting this done is always nice. And we will replant them around to the cornfield because our religion does like having trees around. So who am I? So if I hold left shift, then it will mean Alpin will finish the smoke and then go do this, which is probably what I should have done beforehand. Because obviously we're addicted to smoke leaf, so we need to make sure we give our colonists time to do it. Okay, it looks like everything is in a roundabout way hauled. There is some material up there. I'm going to pause it because obviously Spencer doesn't have anything to research. There's nothing we really want at this point. Or nothing that's going to help us. So what I am going to do, because Spencer is on crafting, is I'm going to let everyone wander around the map. Now I am just going to quickly check our zones. They all look good. And then people can be making blocks and all that sort of stuff. There's another tree there. Extract tree. Sorry, Alpin. And then replant up there. Then good in the morning is going to help grow. So then we got 3 full-time growers. So hopefully this should be going with some sort of pace. Obviously we do have a lot of growing zones. Do have some more mining at some point. Stomp, I'm going to get you to extract this and extract that, just so we can move them trees out the way. So stench doesn't cut them down. Conversion. Whee! So purple is now with our religion. So we should be able to then recruit. Can Alpen just go straight to recruit? So we just need to hope that obviously something funky-dunky doesn't happen here. But purple is of our religion. So replant this tree and we'll do it down there. Oh, Stench is doing it. Good team player, Stench. And replant that tree up there. So next time purple's talked to, we have the recruit, which is going to be really good because then purple can sit on crafting, making clothes, all that fancy-dancy stuff. We do need to build another research table. Now, I've never known if like we need to keep this one or get rid of this one. Spencer getting us some steel. Nice, nice, nice. Limestone blocks. So we could potentially be in an extraordinarily good spot if we can recruit purple next day. Obviously, we've had our hearts broken before where purple's religion changes, but luckily we don't have to, because we've already have the resistance down to 0, unless it's like built up. No, it's down to 0, so the next time we talk to purple, she should be recruited. We're in a potentially extraordinarily good spot. We get all the growing zones up, then good can go back to hauling. Whoa, 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 whoa. There we go. Primary religion and we're back, baby. New recruit purple. We are back. We are back. Right, Tazhat policy. So that means purple. Purple is really unhappy. High life missing. I mean, I could get you to actually... I could bring you straight in here and come smoke some flake. I know your mood is going up. Come up here, smoke some flake straight away. So that should... Yeah, that took away, obviously, the -10. And so we need an abstractor. Which one's the abstractor? So if we go into your social sign role, the abstractor is the one that can convert. So you need a slice cap. So I'm going to click that. Because, oh, have we got the leader? So you're our leader, right? Who is actually in our religion? Is Spencer, Alpen. Thing is, Alpen's got really good social. Look, convincing, manipulating, leading. That's the thing. What's Spencer's social? 0. So I think Alpen has to be our leader. He has to be, just for like flavour, if nothing else. Like if I was playing a bit more effectively, I think Alpen would probably be the person that convinces people to obviously be in our religion. But I think then what we're going to do is, so Alpen has to be the leader. He just has to, doesn't he? Ceremony for changing the roles. Expected quality 100%. Yeah, I guess we begin. Alpen is now our new leader. Bow down. Alpen is back, baby. We're not messing about. Our religion is back. The toughness is back. We're in a good spot. We're in a good spot. And Alpen is telling them this. He's expressing how good everything's going to be. And it was a successful role change. I don't know how it could be unsuccessful, but... Right, then Spencer. Can you actually do anything, Spencer? I mean, Spencer, your social is 0. And purple, yours is 1. And I think I would actually want Spencer to do it, just because he's researching, it gives him something else to actually do. I know it's 1, and it's counterproductive. But I think we're going to give it to Spencer. I know it's not probably the best thing. So I'm going to give it to Spencer. So there we go, do that. Oh, Spencer's telling them, he's saying, I am your converter. Okay? I manipulate people. I bring them. Maybe that's not the right way he should say this. But you know what I mean. Oh, look at that. He doesn't like Alpen. His opinion is -12. Disgusting. There we go, another role change. They must have changed this, because I'm sure we did this in the past and you didn't have to do this every single time. Which isn't... It's not a problem. It's obviously because of what we done and how we lost it. Now obviously we're rushing to get it back, so to speak. So then Smarty. Smarty, you're not even in our religion, so I don't really care. Purple. Is there anything you can do for us? I don't think so. No. Okay, so then we go to roles. So obviously fire making's at a 4 because it's raining. You want doctor, bed rest, basic, you know, the boring stuff. Right, now it's the order that we're going to do this. So I think let's get Taylor up. Taylor is actually really important. 2 on smithing. Take you off art. We've got other people to do art. Do we want to waste you on haul? Oh, sorry, craft. Oh, you Taylor, you smith. I'm going to keep it like that for the time being. And then goods at the moment is growing. Yeah. So the growing zones do need some help, that is for sure. Just because obviously we've got so many. Right, Alpin, you're going to have to extract these trees, I'm afraid. The bug's moving? No. Game got a little bit jittery. I don't know if you guys see it go jittery, but I promise it does. I promise it's not just me talking rubbish. Don't get me wrong! There is rubbish to be talked, to be spoken, to be whispered. But alas, not today. So Alpin to do that, so because obviously our religion, if we need a little remember, obviously we need to get drugs, we have a connection to nature, to trees, so we can't kill animals, we can't mine, we can't have automated weapons, drug use is essential. Basically, love the environment, do some drugs. Stick to that and you'll be fine. Okay, so Purple is back making clothes and everything, or is starting to make clothes for everyone, so at least people with tattered apparel or that are naked, which is a lot of our colony at the moment, hopefully can get some clothes. We have queued it all up, so there's always, you know, one of whatever hanging about. Does Spencer need a slice cap? Yeah, you need a slice cap, so let's go into here. So this, happy person, I'm just going to put S. Because then we know it's for Spencer and a slice cap. Because then we want to go headgear. I might have to mess about with all this because I think this is set for everyone. But you want a slice cap. So then if we look at... No, I don't want... Why is it moved that for everyone? Alright, let's edit this. So we'll go down there. Alright, we want to click that. And we want flop hats for everyone. So that's the one that everyone's on. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. I want to edit it again. So I want to do new. And then... Okay. Basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one for leader, one for Spencer, then I'll get back. Because I'm basically going to do the same thing, so you don't need to keep saying it. There we go, that's all done. So I sorted out everyone's things. So basically, anything under 50% they can't wear. Can't wear parkas because they don't need them in the forest of like heat. And I've taken armour off everyone, so then it's in the stockpile. We can sort of see what we've actually got. The Alpin still left it on. Flop hats for everyone. We are making flop hats, right, at some point. Yep. And then, obviously, we'll get to the point where Spencer will try and recruit people just at will constantly, which would be lovely. Good is helping with the growing. I'm glad the drug production has got down quicker than the food, because if we have a look at the freezer, we can see actually food is not of high concern. There is a bit of rice down that will get us out of trouble if these zones obviously go up too slow. The only problem that we're going to have is obviously we're trying to balance everything at the same time, but let me just make sure Purple isn't like a night owl or anything like that. No. Quick sleeper though, you gotta love that. I know Purple is double passion on art, but at the minute I'm happy with obviously... Purple, no, your prison is now your bedroom. Congratulations. You earned it. We just take the lock off the door now. Deconstruct this dining room table. The only reason it was there in the first place was so the prisoner didn't eat at a table thing. And then we basically have maximum capacity. We're not going to look at taking anyone else in until we get everyone down with our religion. Or we might not get anyone else in if this is the perfect bunch. Something I'm guilty for is sometimes I just recruit people for the sake of recruiting people. Which obviously isn't always the best policy. And hopefully we can get some dusters and stuff, because I have been seeing some people have been getting heat stroke when temperature gets a little bit high. And obviously temperature is always going to get high where we are. So there's a slice cap that is up. There's another pod sprout, but we are rocking it at the moment. Stomp is repairing that windmill. That's absolutely fine. Growing is still getting done, correct? It is. It's going. Addiction. So purple is already addicted, so welcome to the colony. All the rice is down, which is nice. I'm going to hold left shift, and then when Alpen is done doing whatever that is, extract these palm trees. The game's getting jittery, and the bugs have been left us alone for a little bit. I think that always makes me more nervous. Let's plant these trees, because obviously our religion loves having trees around. So we want, obviously, them to have them around when they're growing and stuff like that, just on the outskirts. And if we cut them down as we're growing, that will lead people to have a negative mood modifier. So we have trees are damaged, -8. But hopefully we can get to the point where we can gear everyone up. If we can gear everyone up and we're feeling good about the colony, like we can take the mechs out and stuff like that, we're going to leave the infestation up there because they're our friends. They help us deal with problems, you know. This is a new us, a new look on life. We love animals, and I'm going to treat these bugs like animals because they are. So I don't think our religion would like take offense to it, but I would. So I think that's a bit, you know, they are animals of the world and we will love them. Not love them in a weird way, but love them in like a respect way. Do you know what I mean? So Alpin and Spencer are both wearing their headpieces that they need to. Clothes are getting made. Purple is a great addition to the colony. We're at the point where obviously we've just got a little bit of backlog of stuff. When I say like backlog, I mean, you know, growing zones need to be up. Clothes, we haven't had any. So once we catch up, we're pretty much going to be laughing. Like, we're pretty much laughing anyway, in my opinion. I think we're really, really rocking it. I know we need our animal pen to be a little bit bigger down the line, but for now, you know, I'm actually quite happy with the size of it. It just allowed us to get cows, which again are our holy animal for our religion. Like, I wonder if we're losing slightly stuff for like moving the trees, but don't lose as much, but I think if we're not hurting the trees, like, we shouldn't really lose anything from moving them. Otherwise, what's the point of selecting that option? But hey ho. Okay, and then we will reinstall that there. We are going to need good to clean at some point. How are we doing with the growing? We are doing okay. I think possibly one more day, and then I think I'll put good on 1 on clean, and then 2 on haul. I think clean is probably going to be more productive, as much as I do like haul. I suppose we can clean, and then when it's harvest season, then we can put good back on haul. But purple will be able to help clean and stuff, like as and when purple starts to catch up on all the crafting stuff. It's not like we put too much, like I think there's no cloth left anyway. Which is a shame. You say flop pads. Oh yeah, there are flop pads in now. Everyone has got a flop pad, so there's just spare ones. Lovely. Purple, let me make sure you're actually in a zone. You're not. Yep, but that could have been bad. Okay, you're cowering. I'll just bring you back manually. Because you're going to get lost. There we go. God knows what you were about to do, but it's about to give me a heart attack, I can assure you that. Okay, the growing zone. So I'm happy that the drugs is up, because we have so many colonists, we might actually get to a point where we run out of drugs. And looking around, looks like we are struggling, and I can't see any smoke leaf joints. This could be a problem. We did extend our drug production line for obviously getting more colonists. Eventually we're probably going to need obviously a bigger cotton growing zone, but I think for the time being that should be absolutely fine. Again, extract that tree Alpen. We've got a little bit of hay for these cows. It probably won't be enough, but we still have like but we still have loads in the freezer and stuff. We have like 1,200. So there we go, a little bit of hay, grass that will grow to give them a chance. Brilliant, so we'll get the crematorium up so we can actually start burning dead bodies again, which will be perfect. We've made a lot of progress in this last bit of the video, that is for sure. If you got to this part of the video, leave a like, leave a sub, leave a comment. And I'll catch you next time, party people. Bye.